Let me say it right now, gingers and blacks were like this, I'm telling you.
Said that I'ma ride for my motherfucking ginger. Likely I'ma die with my finger on the trigger. I've been grinding outside all day with my gingers. And I ain't going in unless it's with my ginger, my ginger, my ginger.
So a white girl that prefers black men is called a snow bunny. So what are we calling redheads? Because last summer it was already established that gingers are in fact black. So us redheads should start referring to ourselves as ginger bunnies or ginger bunnies.
I have never met a black man who has made me feel insecure or less than for having curves, but I can think of plenty of white men who have made me feel less lovely, less beautiful, less womanly for having a little curves. So thank you to all the black men out there who can appreciate a little extra cushion.
Black men are always kind to me. I work in the hotel business as a housekeeper, and I see all kinds of characters all the time. And I have to say that when I pass a white man in the hall, yeah, they're okay, they're friendly. Sometimes they're not. When I pass a black man in the hall, they always ask me how my day's going. They call me sweet names like sweetheart, and one called me an angel. Today, I passed this beautiful black man, and I mean beautiful. Long dreads, his skin, oh my God, his skin. He was glowing. I'm not kidding, he was glowing. And then I walked into his room after he had left, and it smelled so good after he took a shower. I know I sound like a pervert right now, I am so sorry. But it smelled so good in there, and I just knew, I felt comfortable touching the towels with my bare hands. That is how I felt so comfortable, because I knew this man was clean. He was gorgeous. Anyway, I walked by him in the hall. Sorry, I'm fucking weird. I walked by him in the hall, and I said hello, and he said hi, and then I just went on my way, and then I turned around because I thought he said something. I was like, what was that? And he was like, I just came out of 220. It's all ready for you, just so you know. And I'm like, oh, well, thank you. And he said, you're welcome, sweetheart. And it's not the first time that I have met a black man like this in the business that I'm in. They're always so sweet to me. Honey, sweetie. One called me baby, and I was like, my heart sunk. And I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they are just the gentlest kind of souls that you will ever run into in the business that I'm in. I don't know what it is. I have never met a white guy in that business that is that sweet to me. Never.
What is the number one thing you like about black men? They're I'm just kidding. So my number one thing that I love about black men and women is definitely their sense of humor. I don't know why, but you guys just be funny as F. Like when I'm with my man, all I do is laugh. Like laugh the entire time. We are just cutting jokes. We are just having the best time of our life. And I love a man that can make me laugh. I don't like dad jokes. I just like someone who's inherently funny. And for some reason, you black men and women have it. Your sarcasm, your commentary, I love that the most. Because I know if I'm hanging out with a black man and woman, we're just gonna have the funnest time because I think I'm funny too. Probably not as funny as my man is, but I still think I'm pretty funny. I'm funny. Am I funny? Or do I just think I'm funny? So definitely hands down, sense of humor will always be my favorite. But I know you guys thought I was gonna say something else. I know you did. I talked about how much black men and ginger women are like magnets. It was a science project. So many of you were like, yes, that's a thing. Even a lot of the comments from black men was saying that they won't even date white girls unless she's a ginger. But basically it turned my comment section into a dating app, which I love. Every ginger woman deserves themselves a good black man, and every black man deserves himself a good ginger woman. So on to our next project. Let's start a ginger and black dating app. We could call it Blinger. I just thought of that, Blinger or Blinger, but Blinger makes more sense. Do we have any app creator people? I don't even know what they're called, but where you're able to like create an app. Now you white boys that's obsessed with this dynamic and it's a fetish for you, we're gonna need some investors. Everyone has a role. I just feel like this could make so many of our lives so much easier because I get multiple DMs a day across all platforms asking me where all the gingers at? Where do you find gingers? Where are most of the gingers located at? Which will be the next video.
What's up, beautiful friends? I hope you're all doing amazing today. So, I noticed something that has been popping up on my comment section for a while now. Whenever I react to videos about interracial relationships, especially involving black men and white women, I always see some people asking, what about gingers? Or you will see someone saying, redheads are my weakness. At first, I didn't think much of it, but after seeing it over and over again, I thought maybe this deserves its own conversation, and it's the reason why we are here today. So, shout out to those viewers whose perspectives inspire today's conversation.
All I have to say is I don't know how I got to the side of TikTok that I'm at. Damn, I love it over here. Whew, crazy. These men on this side, oh my brothers, they fine boy and employed, have careers and houses, and they're mobile in more than one way. And they believe in a man being a man and letting the woman be feminine. I believe one of them said a woman becomes feminine and melts when she's with a man. And I haven't fucking melted in a hot minute, so I'm ready to be dripping. Now, I wanted to add some of the men I'm talking about as I'm coming across. These men have quality. They have goals. Like, I feel like I hit the lottery. These are some of the finest black men. I'm just speechless right now. I knew they were out there. I knew they were. I just have never found that side of TikTok. And damn, I'm happy I did. Yeah, I didn't post people that I've came across the men because honestly, you know, people post on here and they post for people's entertainment. I'm gonna look at it, but I don't know if they're single. And I'm a woman's woman. I would never disrespect for anyhow, but find this part.
Okay, so here are 3 reasons why gingers make the best wives, and I'm saying this as a completely unbiased ginger, obviously. Number 1, there is a very real chance your kids end up with red hair, and honestly, that's basically a gift. Like, those kids are gonna have more personality by age 3 than most adults. Number 2, we don't do the fake nice thing. Like, if a ginger is being sweet to you, she actually means it. We literally cannot pretend. Number 3, when a redhead commits, she is all in, like fiercely, borderline, aggressively loyal. So honestly, you're welcome.
Your girl started a science project. It was to try to figure out why and how Black men and ginger women are so attracted to each other. It's like a phenomenon. And so many of you guys wanted to sign up for the science. You had so much to say. So this is what I gathered across all the platforms. 1, a lot of you guys were saying it speaks of our thickness and body type. Apparently, a lot of redheads are curvy. Okay. Others were saying it's because our red hair and our pale skin just sets us apart. So we aren't like basic white girls. Most of you didn't have an explanation, as I didn't either, but some were like, it's the skin complexion. But like, I understand. And with not being able to explain it, a lot of you were like, redheads are just cool. We just vibe with you guys. But some of you had actual explanations. When the Scottish and Irish came over to America, a lot of us were shunned by other white people. That's why the whole idea gingers are black because gingers are like the black people, white people came about. We weren't accepted because we looked different. Some of you were even mentioning references back to slavery. And some of you were talking about it being so far into our genetics from like a long, long time ago. That's again where the gingers are black thing came from. So what I gathered was beyond the things we can't explain, that we just get along, everything's great, we're thick. You guys love that. Is there some genetic links having history of being exchanged in each other's culture back to slavery days? This was a really fun little conversation we got going. What should be our next science project for redheads? I'm a natural redhead, and when I talked about the magnetic force between black men and ginger women, my comment section blew up into a dating app. Us ginger women just want to find a black man, and black men want to find them as ginger. So I get asked a lot, where do the redheads live? Where are they hiding? Now, true natural redheads are very rare, but in my experience, I encountered more in the South. I'm originally from Texas, and there's a lot of gingers there. So you got to move to the South, which I mean, if we launch this dating app called Blinger, the best thing ever, you're going to have to relocate for your new ginger anyway. Or she would have to relocate to the north. But I think you should relocate for her. I think this is the best idea we ever did have. I will say though, I live in Colorado right now, and the black population here is like 4%, and I don't really see black people very often. But when I see a black man with a white woman, she's always a redhead here, always. So I'm glad we did that science project, guys.
Go ahead, say it again.
I'm not gonna
Say it again. Say it now.
Stop with the
Say it.
You're saying it really loud.
Can you say
I'm
it?
listening.
Can you say it? What do you say? Whisper to my ear. Come on.
In this time of madness, two houses join, black and ginger. We are the ambition and melanin you have been missing for years, and you are the fire that we have desired to burn in our hearts.
You know, there is a saying that it's always good to hear it from the horse's mouth. And I think that's what makes this conversation so interesting, because instead of us guessing why ginger women are so attracted to black men, we are actually hearing from the women themselves, and they're sharing their experiences and explaining what they like instead of having someone else to speak for them. And I think that's good. Now, whenever attraction comes up, people usually jump straight to physical appearance, right? But I don't think it's always that simple. Of course, some people genuinely love the contrast between dark skin and red heads, because it's a rare combination that stands out and catches people's attention. But if you are really listening to what these women were saying, they were not talking about skin color or hair color. Most of them were talking about how they were treated or how they feel around black people in general. I know it's a common thing, and I've also noticed it too, that whenever people start to talk about why they fell for someone, it often starts with the looks, because that's what first catches their eye, right? But if you ask them why they stayed, the conversation changes, and you will hear deeper things like, oh, because the person was kind, or because I felt comfortable with that person, or I like the way he communicates with me. I like his sense of humor. I like the way I feel appreciated by him. All those things, right? And it's the same thing that we are hearing from these women today. Something else that I found it so funny in today's video was when one of the women in this video was talking about how often people ask her whenever she posts videos about gingers and black men, right? Like ginger women and black men. People always ask her, where are the ginger women at, blah, blah. And she suggested like there should be a dating app for gingers and black people. I found that one so funny. And that tells me that this pairing has become a trend on social media. But I also think social media can make something look much bigger than it actually is. Take, for example, once a few videos go viral, the algorithm keeps showing similar videos, and suddenly it starts to feel like everyone has the same preference. And yet, in reality, people are individuals. I know that some black men love redheads, but I also know that some don't. And it's the same thing with ginger women. Some ginger women are attracted to black men, while others are not. And we all know that that is just how attraction works, right? One thing I don't want to go without appreciating is hearing these women explain why they feel the way they do instead of saying, "This is my type." I find it more interesting when people say things like, "I like how I was treated," or "I felt accepted," because those reasons go beyond appearance. At the end of the day, I don't think so there is one single answer, because attraction is a mixture of personality, shared values, life experiences, physical attraction, and how someone makes you feel. Hair color or skin color does not build a relationship, but it can definitely be something that catches somebody's attention first. Now, before I go, I would like to ask you guys these questions. Number one, have you guys noticed this trend too? Then two, if you're a black man watching this and you're attracted to redheads, or if you're a redhead watching this and you're attracted to black men, what is it that catches your eye first? And lastly, do you think social media has made this pairing more popular, or has it always been around? Let me know that down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the conversation, kindly give the video a thumbs up, share it with someone who might also find it interesting, hype the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I will see you in my next one. Take care. I love you all. Bye.